Parasocial relationships are described as long-term attachments that form over time from audience emotional investment and familiarization with a media figure. K-pop is no stranger to this concept. In fact, K-pop's main appeal is often completely separate from the idol being an artist and even the music itself, to the point where most fans don't value them as artists. But in an industry where forming and sustaining attachments with fans is prioritized above all else, an industry where almost everything revolves around the parasocial, can we blame them? An idol is the embodiment of perfection, talent, and beauty. They go through sometimes years of training, and they dedicate themselves not only to their performance on stage, but also their performance off stage, which is just as, if not even more important. This is where fans truly get to know them. It can refer to any type of more casual, personal content or interaction, usually online. Companies are constantly blurring the lines of reality, constructing the idol's image and performance to best appeal to fans. Many idols often respond to questions about their ideal type or current partner being their fandom, presenting the fan as the idol's sole priority above all else, which intensifies emotional engagement and presents the illusion of the parasocial relationship not being one-sided but a real relationship. The idol is committed just as the fan is. Idols are connected to their fans on social media, as well as company-provided platforms like Bubble and Weverse, which offer exclusive content and facilitate artist-fan communication, for example simulating the illusion of personal messaging with the idol. Parasocial interactions like this, as well as content like live streams where they might interact with comments or directly address the fans, reinforces the illusion of personal connection. It creates this hyper-reality where fans feel and perceive the idols as closer, despite distance, language, or cultural barriers. This connection enhances and deepens attachments, ensuring long-lasting support, loyalty, and investment from fans. Content like vlogs further establishes the idol's perceived personalities and nourishes fans' emotional engagement, as well as behind-the-scenes type of content of recording, dance practices, concerts, offers a strong duality to polished releases and official performances. Consuming media like this greatly impacts the perception of the idol, because in the eyes of the fan, K-pop idols are no longer gods on a higher level. They become a real person with unique, attractive, and quirky character traits. K-pop companies are purposefully lenient on copyright enforcement because they recognise the value in fan participation, hence why there are so many social media, fan accounts, reaction videos, compilations of official idol content, which usually aren't taken down. They want people to use and push out content because they're basically acting as free workers. Fan labour usually stems from dissatisfaction with management of the idol. They attempt to compensate for the company's lacking by engaging in specialised managerial and unskilled labour. This can refer to translating content, to organising events, making billboard ads, to repeatedly watching and sharing videos of that idol, all in an attempt to boost performance figures, success, media presence, and accessibility. Fans' desire to see the idol succeed encourages them to be active participants. They'll invest time, money, and resources, whether it's more knowledgeable fans creating guides so it's easier for new audiences to get into them, or even going out in public and physically promoting the idol's music for hours on end. Fans feel part of a team and community rather than just mere consumers. They feel as though the work they are doing actually helps the idol, and the encouragement and praise it gets from other fans, or sometimes even recognition from the idol, presents active fan labour as positive rather than exploitative. And it's become standard practice. It's so normalised now. Can you even call yourself a true fan if you're not participating in any fan labour? And for companies, this works in their favour, so why would they want to invest more if fans are already doing it for them? In some cases, the less they do motivates the fans to do more, but giving this much responsibility and power to fans can soon turn toxic and unhealthy. Fans can quickly go overboard or become too immersed in the hyper-reality, which can lead to infringing on the idol's boundaries. Some even believe idols' achievements are partly due to fan labour. Those who invest more may feel a sense of entitlement and ownership over the idols. Discussions on K-pop fandom often highlight a divide between Korean and international fans. Whilst there are some noticeable differences, it is clear that over the years there are also increasing similarities. Korean fans have constant access, with idols appearing in ads, variety shows and interviews. Consumption is very low effort. They can easily watch content without waiting for translations, and they have more opportunity for in-person interactions due to their proximity. As the primary consumers, many fans expect quality content content and prioritization by companies for their opinions and preferences. But with the growing influence of international fandoms, and when idols fail to meet their incredibly high expectations, some Korean fans attempt to regain control by asserting a sense of superiority. NCT Dream received a lot of backlash from many Korean fans during their Dreamscape album release. At the time, the members were touring and ended up being late for a scheduled livestream due to a time difference miscalculation. Many Korean fans were unhappy about this. They flooded the live and social media with negative comments, harshly criticizing the group and demanding apologies. Considering it was originally a live for the album release, most fans barely acknowledged the actual music. This reaction shows that fans are not recognizing or valuing them as artists, but as products that must align with their constructed hyper-reality. And when they don't get this usual prioritization they feel entitled to, they want compensation. These fans were only satisfied after they received lengthy apologies from multiple members. In contrast, international fans face greater barriers and have to work harder for connection. They rely on translated content, often have delayed access and fewer opportunities for direct interaction. Yet interestingly, Western fans still feel emotionally closer to K-pop idols than they do Western artists. In the past, companies often struggled to cultivate connections with Western audiences due to accessibility. Since COVID-19, when companies introduced new approaches like virtual fan calls, frequent live streams, and overall just increased social media activity, it strengthened emotional engagement. Idols and fans are more connected than ever, but for international fans this all lives online, so when they are faced with an opportunity for real proximity, their response can be overwhelming. Looking at recent interactions compared to pre-pandemic ones, we can see a clear change in fandom dynamics. In one, the fans can be seen respecting the idol's boundaries, no one is invading their space. Yet, the same cannot be said for the more recent interaction. This suggests that the more parasocial fans become, the less they can be trusted to uphold respectful boundaries. Due to their investment and labour, they care less about appreciating the idol for their work and more about who can get the closest to them. These informal interactions used to be possible, but this doesn't seem to be the case anymore.